It's what you can do with a tune written in 1876. Seldom seen version of it is just amazing. And Tom Gray's bass playing is absolutely superb, as well as the rest of them. I love Ben Eldridge's second break there. Oh, you're listening to Back Porch Bluegrass. I know lots of you listen on access radio stations throughout New Zealand. Thank you very much for tuning in. Whatever time of the day or night Back Porch Bluegrass comes on your piece of airspace, I really appreciate the fact that you might listen to some bluegrass music there. Also, the access radio stations up in Canada. Delighted that the Canadians take this program, and I hope you're enjoying my take on bluegrass music from right down here in the South Pacific Ocean here. We still hear the same music and still enjoy it. It's great, isn't it? Bluegrass Planet Radio in the USA also plays it, as does Southern Branch Bluegrass and Gospel Show. So lots of people hearing it via radio, and I know an awful lot of you tune in on Podbean or Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Free FM, straight from the source here, Spotify, different ways that you can get it. And you can also get it on iHeartRadio. Had a great letter from Will Groves in Hamilton County in Iowa. So it's great that someone in Hamilton County is listening to some Hamilton County Bluegrass Band music sometimes way up in Iowa there. So thanks very much for writing in, Will. Appreciate the music. Hamilton County played our probable last concert just a couple of days ago. One of our vocalists, Pam, sang this song, Alison Krauss song, I guess, but we really like Pam's version of it. If you were at the concert, you would have heard as we played this song.
I don't pick up the mail, I don't pick up the phone, I don't answer the door, I'd just soon be alone. I don't keep this place up, I just keep the lights down. I don't live in these rooms, I just rattle around. I'm just a ghost in this house, I'm just a shadow upon these walls. As quietly as a mouse, I haunt these halls. I'm just a whisper of smoke, I'm all that's left of two hearts on fire that once burned out of control. You took my body and soul, I'm just a ghost in this house. I don't care if it rains, I don't care if it's clear, I don't mind staying in. There's another ghost here. He sits down in your chair and he shines with your light, and he lays down his head on your pillow at night. I'm just a ghost in this house, I'm just a shadow upon these walls, a living proof of the damage heartbreak does. I'm just a whisper of smoke, I'm all that's left of two hearts on fire that once burned out of control. You took my body and soul, I'm just a ghost in this house that once burned out of control. You took my body and soul. I'm just a ghost in this house.
Oh, that's a great song, and Pam got an excellent reception when she sang it. She just did it beautifully and really nailed it. Ghost in This House. Let's hear from Missy Werner again from the album Three Kinds of Lonesome. Here's the song, Let It Go.
You can't keep time from moving on, so take the time you have and make it count. Good or bad, the minutes will be gone. So live each one and let the hours mount. Let it go, let it go. Sometimes you've got to let that river flow. Try to find peace of mind, all you need to know. There's times in life you got to let go. I gaze out to the setting sun. Life won't linger, but the memory will. I'm reminded what's done is done, and turn to see the moonrise on the hill. Let it go, let it go. Sometimes you've got to let that river flow. Try to find peace of mind, all you need to know. There's times in life you got to let it go. I backtracked on the trails I took, got lost along the way. But everyone I walked turned out the same. You can't go back and change the road that brought you to today. So let the waters wash the past away. Let it go, let it go. Sometimes you gotta let that river flow. Try to find peace of mind, all you need to know. There's times in life you got to let it go. There's times in life you got to let it go.
The Missy Werner Band, Let It Go. Well, right at the start of the show, we had a song from Wildfire. They did a Don Reno, Bill Monroe song. Here they are doing a Jimmy Martin song, and it's one called This Is the Last Song, Wildfire. It's not actually the last song on the show, but it's a good song.
For a long time now, I've been trying to make it go. Picking and a singing on a country show. I traveled far with a little bit of pay. Sold a lot of oats and didn't make much hay. I've been down across the end of the pit. Somehow I never have until yet. Say, quit this gig and don't have a dime. Always wait until the next time. This is the last song I'll sing, the last song I'm ever gonna write, last song I'm ever gonna play on my old guitar on this old stage tonight. When I think I'll quit and never play no more, some long-haired cat knocks on my door. I won't be long till I'm back on the go, 'cause one of them clowns can make a show. We live in cheap hotels, drive big fine cars. Rare we back and smoke long cigars. Steaks we eat on the ground they're kind. Hold me over just one more time. This is the last song I'll sing, last song I'm ever gonna write, last song I'm ever gonna play on my old guitar on this old stage tonight. Our hopes are high for that one break, for that and magic is all it'll take. The lonesome sound of sweet Fraulein takes me back just one more time.
Makes it hard to quit as the days go round. I don't want to steal when the sun goes down. When I hear George sing, go out of my mind. Gotta try again just one more time.
This is the last song I'll sing, last song I'm ever gonna write, last song I'm ever gonna play on my old guitar on this old stage tonight. This is the last song I'll sing, last song I'm ever gonna write, last song I'm ever gonna play on my old guitar on this old stage tonight. Well, lonesome sound, sweet Fraulein, I gotta try again just one more time.
Lots of Jimmy Martin runs in there doing sounded great. That was the last, or possibly is what you'd call the last song on the show. I'm going to finish up with a tune that we've used to finish up the Hamilton County Bluegrass Band concerts for many, many years, and that's the fiddle tune, the Orange Blossom Special. This time, Victoria Trenwith, who's my daughter-in-law and married to my oldest son, Jeremy, she played the fiddle part of this. And anyway, this is how we finished the concert on Saturday, which was the last concert probably that the Hamilton County Bluegrass Band will do. But I'd like to take this session of Back Porch Bluegrass out with the Orange Blossom Special. This is Colin Trenwith playing fiddle, myself on banjo. Thanks very much for tuning into Back Porch Bluegrass. Tune in again next week. It'll be a totally different show, and I hope you're going to enjoy that. Here's the Orange Blossom Special.
For more episodes, use the accessmedia.nz app for iOS and Android devices, or subscribe to this podcast via Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Apple Podcasts. 3FM Podcast with
Hi, I'm Ken Crawford from Kitchener, and you're listening to 102.7 CKMS.
Hello and welcome to Bandwidth, Jam Network's very own student radio show. My name is Charlie.
My name is Sophia.
And my name's Amelia.
And I have an excellent crew, as you just heard. Welcome to our show tonight. It is sure to be one of the more special ones that we've had, although we've had a lot of special ones. This will just be a continuation of that trend. Before I tell you what we're doing today, actually, before I do anything, do you guys want to introduce yourself? Maybe if people don't know you potentially, Amelia, I want you to lower your mic. If you're on the live stream, you'll see Amelia has the mic aggressively high up. But Sophia, you can also.
Sure, I'm Sophia. I'm in first year, so I'm still pretty new to Bandwidth. But I'm looking forward to being a part of it for the rest of my time in university.
The future.
The future.
I'm Amelia. I'm in my last semester at Waterloo. Been going to the Bandwidth listening party sometimes.
Yeah. This is Bandwidth listening party representation right here. It's the pipeline from the listening party to the show, you know? So if you want to be a host, start going to the listening parties. We love you, and we hope that you're listening out there. I know there's a couple of viewers, or why I say a couple, I know there's at least one viewer in Hawaii. There's a couple of viewers in Dundas. There's probably a few viewers in Waterloo, and hopefully there is some other viewers elsewhere. Well, so what are we doing today? Well, before we talk about that, I'd first like to metaphorically get on my hands and knees, or I could literally, but I probably won't. I just want to get on my hands and knees and just have another thank you to Lee Gregory. We very much appreciate all your support for our show. It's been fantastic, and we couldn't have done it without you. And we're a fully grown and blossomed radio show now, and that would not have been possible without you, Lee Gregory. So I hope you're having fun in Texas. We hope you're having a great life, and we appreciate you. Did you guys know that Jam Network has a website? Were you aware of this?
It was like when I saw it, I was blown away. I knew about it because of the Jam Network Discord.
Okay.
And everyone was hyping it up, and I looked at it on my phone. It looks great. On my laptop, it looks great.
Wow. So you could find it from the Discord. You're able to type it in.
And I'm even just in Google even.
And it looks good even on the phone.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Looks good on the phone
very,
too.
Very good.
Also,
Amelia?
they said Amelia's mic wasn't on.
Oh no! 1 second. No, Amelia. Oh, could this one be broken? Apparently, we're having some troubles. So sometimes mic 2 is broken. So what we're going to do is every time Amelia wants to talk, I'm just going to go like this.
Hello.
You got to talk a little closer to the mic. It's all good. We're going to swing this around, okay, if you don't mind. Swing it all and lift it up over top. Yeah, they're having the tech team's having some trouble, but we're all good. Amelia, have you heard of the Jam Network website?
Very briefly. I can't say that I've looked at it, but I also don't use Discord.
Well, you don't need to be on Discord. I'm trying to bring more awareness to it because of the fact that we've now moved all of our signups and our forms and our kind of everything onto the website. So if you want to be like sort of in the know of what we're doing, and we're doing a lot, we have many performance opportunities kind of constantly. If you want to be in the know, then you should definitely go onto our website. I will put it in the show chat. It's just jamnetworkuw.ca, but I'll put that in the show chat after our first break. So that's our website. One of the forms on our website currently is what we call a Socratica, the Socratica after party performance. So if you're looking to perform and kind of like, showcase your music talents in front of a lot of, exciting and vibrant young people, then look no further than tomorrow night's Socratica after party. Where we are basically playing music for them. They're like, how do I describe Socratica? Do you guys know Socratica?
No.
No, you don't know Socratica?
No.
Okay, well, I won't ask you how you describe them. I barely can understand what they do, but they're exciting. It's kind of like Jam Network, where you can't fully describe what Jam Network does. You can kind of, but it's more so a feeling. So with Socratica, it's like very much like it's a kind of a bold entrepreneurship society. They encourage people to like live out their dreams and try to like achieve a lot and do their passion projects. And so they're having this symposium, and afterwards we are going to play music at for like a little party. So if you want to perform at that show, please go to our website and fill out the quick form, and we'd love you to play. I believe you're playing tomorrow night, Sophia.
Maybe, perhaps.
Okay, there was a rumor going around, and maybe Amelia will perform.
Maybe. You never know. You better go and find out.
Okay. Well, that's Socratica. I have a few more things I want to run through because there's a lot happening. We had our Battle of the Bands video mini movie play at the UA Film Festival a couple weeks ago, and that movie will be posted on our YouTube very soon. And so get excited for that. You'll see me. I don't know if we'll see you guys. I don't know if you guys were there that night.
Oh, the Battle of the Bands?
Were you
I was
there then?
definitely in the audience.
Okay,
I
you
was
were
like
there.
way up in the front.
Okay, so you might see Sophia. That will not see Amelia. Amelia was actually in a black hole last semester. Amelia, tell us what you were up to last semester.
I really can't say. Not Gem Network, I guess.
If you're not in Gem Network, then you fall into this like black hole, and that's where all my picks go as well. That's where all my guitar picks go. But so yeah, that video is coming out soon. Okay, moving on to something that's near and dear to my heart. Not that all these aren't near and dear to my heart, because Lee Gregory is definitely, but something that is very much on the tip of my tongue right now is something called the Tuck Shop. And so if you're not this is not going to be a Tuck Shop shout out. I won't even tell you about the Tuck Shop. All I will say is that at 10 a.m. on Friday, we are looking for acoustic performers to play for the opening of a convenience store in Arts Lecture Hall. So
I'll be there.
I won't tell you more about the convenience store because that would kind of be plugging something that I shouldn't be, maybe. But I will say that if you want to perform, then you should definitely come out Friday at 10. You might be performing there.
Yes, me and Elia have some things planned. We will be there.
Perfect. And potentially maybe the outdoor song, maybe. Okay, that would be really cool. We're looking for optimistic music, like music that will make you feel like the universe is boundless and so are you, like something like that. And so I think the outdoor song is definitely like that. So do you want to tell us anything about that song now that we're on the topic, or do you want to say no? You can. No, okay. If you do, you could. But lastly, before we get into the thick of things, it's a long introduction today because I wanted to. This is maybe my last show of the term. I'm not sure, but lastly, Gem Network is run by people, people that give a lot of time and effort for the cause, and each term we try to get new people in because, of course, people leave, people graduate, and everything. And so in the summer, we are looking for new executives. We're having an executive election, and if you're out there and you are passionate about the club, or you just see our club and you might want to get involved, please think about becoming an executive. We definitely have more than 2 positions available right now. There's 2 particular positions that are vacant at the moment. So we'd love if you thought about applying, and we'd love to train you and everything like that. So yeah, the applications close on Friday. So get on that if you are interested. Sophie, I hear that you might want to do that in the fall. Maybe.
I'm interested. Yeah, very much so. It was a big part of my first year, Jam Network. So I'd like to give back and be a part of it again.
That's very exciting to hear. And Amelia, I'm sure you would have been an executive if you were not in 4th year. If your degree didn't go just by like that.
I'm so scared that it's gonna do that for me.
Well,
first year went by so fast.
It does. Well, yeah, unfortunately, that's just the way of life, it seems. I mean, this term was crazy.
Mm-hmm. There was a lot.
This term it was March before I knew it, and now it's April. And that's not a joke. So so anyway, that's the exact applications. Do you guys have anything to say before we jump right on in?
I don't think so. No.
Don't think so.
Well, perfect. What do you guys think of when you hear the name Jamboree?
Lots of incredible performers.
Okay.
Performers, bands, artists, talented people. Yeah.
Wow, those are all really good things.
I think of a big, fun night full of music, big party.
I think you guys are both on the right track to it with Jamboree. Of course, there is a dictionary definition which I can actually pull up right now, which has something to do with Boy Scouts. Which, yes, in scouting, a jamboree is a large gathering of scouts and or Girl Guides who rally at national or international level. So there's something here, because obviously, like if you go down the list of definitions, you also see like some sort of celebration that is more general. And really what we're getting at with Jamboree is a feeling. It's much like how I said about how Socratica has a sort of feeling. That the Jamboree, yes, there are musical performances. Yes, there are festivities. We're going to have the Visual Arts Club there. We're going to have the BPA there. We're going to have many other groups there that will have booths, and it will be really festive. Actually, to touch on the Visual Arts Club really quickly, they're actually going to be drawing the performers as they perform.
Oh, really?
We're gonna have sketches,
like caricatures.
Yeah, like caricatures of the performances, which is obviously extremely exciting. So the Jamboree has all these things that we can point to, but we also there's also more of like let's say like a not a metaphysical, but sort of like something that cannot be really like physically felt. Like there's a feeling with Jamboree where it's like it's a celebration, but it's also a you talked about giving back, Sophia, with wanting to be an executive, and the Jamboree is really like that celebration, that like just like the look about how much work we put in this term and about how much work all the bands put in this term,
right?
And it's really that like showcase of that,
a showcase of talents,
a showcase of talent, and a send off too, because it's the end of the term, right?
Yeah.
And so back in the I don't want to say back in the day because I sound really old, but
back in my day,
back in January of 2020, when the idea of the Jamboree wasn't called Jamboree, but the idea of a final performance at the end of every term, like when that idea we were sort of talking about with Jam Network, it had that vision of a send off, and many of our members were graduating in the winter of 2020. So it was the idea of sending them off. And of course, we know what happened before the end of the term in winter 2020. But of course, now that we're back, we're able to do it. And they've been great. Like you said that you were at the Jamboree in
it was my one of the most memorable experiences of my first year.
Wow.
It was great. Like I really want to be a part of it. And like, I like watching the performers. Like the bands are great. I like seeing them improve over time. And it's just like so nice to see everyone like work hard and then showcase that to all of SLC or all of the community of people, and it's free. Yeah
You mentioned something with Jamboree. That's actually a big part of it, seeing the improvement, because you watch these bands at the beginning of the term and they might be a little like they might not be totally like on rhythm or something.
They don't know each other yet.
Exactly.
They're just people that play music, and then by the end of the term they're people that play music together, and they like have friendships, and they've created like relationships, and they are known by a lot of people, and they spread their music around, and it's great.
It's a real evolution, which is very fun to watch. Like if you don't know Jam Network, we have these. It's a sort of I almost call it like it's almost like a conveyor belt you're on with Jam Network, where at the beginning of the term, we have like events that'll put certain things on you. This is a metaphor. Like, we'll have like band networking jams meant to, you'll meet people, and then you're supposed to meet people to then go on and practice and then perform at the end.
Right.
And it like what you were saying about how they're usually not perfect at the beginning. Well, they're not perfect at the end, but they're usually a lot better. And so Jamboree really is that culmination. So yeah, these are all things of the Jamboree, and of course Amelia was in a black hole last term, so she couldn't be at the Jamboree. It's really sad. I don't know how you got out of that. Like that's pretty impressive. I'm joking. I apologize. There are other things in life other than this club, and some people like me need to wake up to that. But so those are all things that are the Jamboree, and like unfortunately I can't be there on Friday, but I think it'll be a really, really great performance. Okay, April Fools. Okay, I can't do it. I'm gonna be there on Friday. See, the one reason why I don't do April Fools is because I cannot hold the part. Like as soon as I casually say, like I have written down here, like Charlie can't be there for Jamboree, April Fools. As soon as I say that, I immediately get tense and I start like going red in the face.
It's like a guilt.
Because people are like,
what?
So yeah, no, I will be there, and I won't make another April Fool's joke. I think, unless that itself is an April Fool's joke.
Whoa.
Yeah. So yeah, Amelia, when does April Fool's end?
I heard this morning that it ends at 12 p.m. So that prank actually just gave you bad luck.
Has anyone ever heard of this before? April Fool's ends at.
I've never heard
April
of that
Fool's
ever.
ends at 12 p.m. Well, that negates a lot
Well, do
of
you
my
believe
April
in
Fool's jokes.
superstition? Like,
I do.
Yeah.
I do, but I don't think that's what I believe in, the 12 p.m. thing.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, Jamboree is far from a joke. We're all very serious about it. And it has really become a Waterloo holiday. Like a lot of people I refer to it as Jamboree Day. It's a day where all you kind of think about is Jamboree. Now, that being said, this year, that is not what's happening with me, because unfortunately I have two very big things on the same day. The tuck shop is opening on Friday, but it is also Jamboree Day. It is both. It is tuck shop day and Jamboree Day, and hopefully that doesn't make it any less special. So that's what Jamboree is. If you have any questions about Jamboree, please put it in chat. And so we have here the second person introducing themselves was very quiet, and so that was Amelia, I think. So now tell us if you can hear Amelia better. I think you should, because it's the same mic. But anyway, yeah, if you have any questions about Jamboree, please put it in chat. Do you guys have anything else to say about Jamboree that you might want to share?
You should definitely go to it. I mean, it's like Eclipse theme from the shirts and stuff. Whoever came up with that idea is a genius. It's gonna be great.
I can already hear the person that came up with the idea yelling at me. It's actually not the eclipse.
Is it? What is
so
it?
Apparently there's some meteor showers happening on the 5th.
Oh, really?
Supposedly,
Oh.
I tried looking into it, but I couldn't find anything about it.
Oh, oops,
But-
my bad.
But when as you can see, if you're on the live stream, I am wearing a Jamboree shirt, and as you can see,
No,
there's
Charlie, I
no
think you got to
eclipse.
change your camera. You got to change the camera.
Oh, true. Yes, you're right. As you can see, I'm wearing the Jamboree shirt. Please buy one if you haven't. They're $20. We'd love you to get a shirt. There's still some left. I'm gonna do up my snow suits now, not overalls. But yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah, the meteor showers. Apparently, there's some meteor showers happening.
I gotta look into it.
Yeah, you should.
You guys traveling to see the eclipse, or
I am indeed.
I would like to, yeah.
where are you going?
I'm going to Norfolk, Ontario.
Where is that?
Which is this little rural town. Just have you seen the map? You probably have seen the map.
Yeah.
of the line.
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
I'm just in all these GIS courses.
Yeah, me and Sophia have a similar hobby, but yeah, I've actually tried downloading the shapefile of that and to make my own map of it, but I can't find the shapefile anywhere. But anyway,
You gotta make it.
Got to make it. But I actually could do that pretty easily, I think. But anyway, moving on from that. Yeah, so apparently there's some meteor showers happening, but it's space themed. It's there'll be some glitter there. There'll be some maybe aliens potentially. The nemesis will likely be an alien form, but we can never predict his actions. It's pretty scary, if I'm being honest. Have you guys heard of the nemesis?
Yes.
I have.
Have you ever confronted the nemesis?
No, but my friend pied him in the face. So.
Oh right! Oh,
Yes,
so lucky. I mean,
yes.
well, that was a whole night. Like we actually were able to get him in a corner and then trap him and then tie him up. But then after the pieing, he's able to escape and then run away.
Run
It was super
away.
sad, and he's been lurking in the shadows ever since. And so,
He's watching, probably.
but every Jamboree he comes out, and so it's a sad tradition that we have. So hopefully there's no sign of him. Maybe Conrad Gable will deter him. Conrad Gable's too holy and pure. So we'll see. But anyway, we really should be getting into the music. We've been talking for too long. But again, if you have anything more to say. Well, one of the most, let's say, spontaneous and electric acts, and I don't mean electric in the sense of the amplification, although they are that too. More so, I mean like in what you feel. One of the most exciting acts that we have for Jamboree, I would say, is this band. You might have heard of them. They're called Just Papaya, and they They call themselves an indie psych pop rock band. And so you can tell by that description that, it's hard to pin down their sound. But they are an indie psych pop rock band with vocalist Slava Osikin, guitarist Nick Van de Beek, drummer Will Dolson, and bassist Bastian Perez, who also plays guitar sometimes. They've been bedroom producing and playing Jamnet events since 2022, which means they're ancient. That's such a long time ago. Sophia was in grade 11. They tell us that we take pride in dramatic and energetic live performances and otherworldly genre-defying songwriting and production. And so what do you guys think of when you hear otherworldly genre-defying songwriting and production? Any thoughts?
You just have to be there to see it. You just have to see them in person.
I think you just don't know what you're gonna hear. You gotta wait.
Just Papaya is like its own genre.
They're just
It's
papaya.
yeah.
I completely agree with you. Like, and it's more than the sound; it's also the energy. Like,
Oh
you've
my
seen them,
gosh,
you've seen
yes, yes.
I don't want to spoil anything because I actually know the plans they have, and it is like, again, Jamboree is supposed to be a festival. Like, you're gonna see some things that are, not musical; they're more so dramatic, more like almost like theater-esque. And so, they have some big things planned, and so. They have a song that they send me, and this is off their new album, and it's called Picture Show. And I believe this is actually not a song they're playing at Jamboree, but they do want to show us as a little preview to their new album. So I'm going to read off something that they wrote for us here. This is an early version of Picture Show, one of our favorite tracks off our upcoming album, Prestidigitation. Prestidigitation, which will be releasing this summer and ushering in a new stylistic era for the band. The initial instrumental was put together by Nick about a year ago, and later Slava added his signature layers of intertwined lyrics. We're now preparing for the final stage of recording, where we'll bring in our thundering rhythm section. So, without further ado, here is Picture Show.
And this is the part where refocus. Cue the lights. Cut back to scene. I tried to find a way out to compromise and lay down the law. And you may find the statements unrelated, but I'm far too far gone. Lay down with me, yeah. You seem down today, but I will show you a better world where you're alone and left beside now. I found a message in a bottle one day, an invitation to a lovely party. I never wanted to dance so bad and leave unsatisfied. Instead, say that I lay down with me, yeah. And I will show you a better world view, a place where dreams don't have to come true, and you can step beside yourself and watch the clock move. Take a second one like a ghost, it's haunting you. You are no chosen one, you are no blessed son. Maybe they'll say to you, what lovely eyes, what lovely tears. But they're never coming back, and they're never looking down. Clench your feet, stand your ground. Know there'll be trouble coming around. If you won't fight and you won't hide, might as well stand there and die. And if this blessed order, this is what it takes to feel alive, then you were always dead. I wish you well until we meet again. Till we meet I see you've come to find an answer to your melodies. If we're perfectly, that's a dream. But it's never me. Why are you so attracted with a memory? It's a fantasy to denigrate your own reality. Don't have any dreams, don't wanna be melody. Sounds like there's untracked to me. Ow, it's so embarrassing. The cycle of the scene of early. Just an excuse where you have back to see. Don't you even talk to me? I can't.
Well, that was. Oh, 1 second. There's some weird stuff. Okay, sorry, everybody. That was Picture Show by Just Papaya. And so, yeah, you can kind of hear that they have a lot of different things going on with their sound. Do you guys have any thoughts on that? I know we couldn't hear it well at the studio, but did you have any initial thoughts?
His voice is so distinct and it's so good. And like just all the rhythm in the back too. It's just they have such a good style of music. You know it's theirs.
Yeah, it's really unique to them, but also the talent shows.
Yeah, I think they really have it all because, of course, like Slava is obviously a superstar. Like we all see it, but Nick's guitar is his guitar work is very good. Like he has like knowing Nick personally, I know that he was influenced by like classic rock guitar, and you kind of hear that the solos are really like polished in their sort of like, let's say, their movement, their tone, their like melodic flavor. It is so Nick's obviously great, and I mean Bastion. I love the guy. You've heard him here at Bandwidth before, and Will Dolson, you've also heard him at Bandwidth before. So just Papaya, we love you. My main question, because I saw the album name. I'm going to try to say it again. Prestidigitation, and so originally when I heard that name, I thought it said press to digitation, which was like a critique on like modern society. I thought like, digitizing everything. And like, I thought they were like sort of anti-technology. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But actually, no, the word is prestidigitation, which is one word. And I'll put it in the chat right now. Or let me see. I'll put it in chat.
In the
I got
CKMS chat?
I'll put it in there. Oh, Charlie's mic. Sorry, someone's
comment
saying
under
that my
that?
mic is not working. Let's just try to fix that here. Tell me if that's better. Checking. Is that mic better? Well, hopefully that's better. I'm going to keep going and act like it is. Hopefully we're not down to one mic. We'll have to pass around. You sound fine. Well,
okay,
that's
perfect.
good to hear. So prestidigitation is one word, and supposedly it means mysterious. Like not only mysterious, but like sort of cunning, like a sleight of hand, sort of mysterious, like how a magician would fool you. But if the magician, have you guys ever seen that movie? It's like about like the magicians like pulling off like conning work to make money. It's that famous film. It's that famous film in like 2006. I forget what it's called, but essentially like prestidigitation is like sort of like a mysterious sort of magician feeling, and they wanted to go for that because they give off those sort of vibes sometimes.
Totally.
But please ask Slava about it more because he's planning on doing a quick 2-minute Q&A during the Jamboree. So that'll be very fun. We're all looking forward to that.
All the questions are the same. How'd you come up with the name?
And so I have a little bit before we move on to the next performer. I wanted to just talk about what they have planned for Jamboree because they wrote a little bit about it. So here's what they have. They said, we have something very special planned for this term's Jamboree. Some might call it our magnum opus, a true Just Papaya experience. While we're keeping our cards close to our chest, we can tell you the length of our set list. We will be performing one 12-minute long composition, a culmination of everything that Just Papaya has done over the past 2 years. Prepare yourself for The Giant Wakes Again. Can you believe that? So we're going to hear one 12-minute song at Jamboree from Just Papaya.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I won't blink for the whole 12 minutes.
Yeah. I forgot the last part. You should be afraid. So that's what they have. And so, okay, so that was Just Papaya, and we love to hear them, and we've heard them a bunch before on Jamnet. Someone that we haven't really heard from Jamnet, partially because someone that we haven't really heard on Bandwidth before, partially because they're a first year and just getting into the club recently, is a guy by the name of Sebi Otremba, and Sebi is a lifelong drummer. But he's actually picked up the bass somewhat recently, or at least recently compared to his drumming. And yeah, he's fantastic. I've actually jammed with him a little bit, and I've seen him play. And he's come to a theory and composition class, and yeah, he's a very knowledgeable guy, very intelligent, and he's in this awesome band now, and they're performing at Jamboree. And so he wrote a little bit about his band, which is called Purrs. You guys know, have you heard of Purrs before? Have you heard of Purrs?
I haven't, no.
You ever know, Amelia? You haven't heard of Purrs? Yeah, they're a new band on the block, and and it's so cool because they have a lot of different people that I've known from different places, but they're all coming together now. They wrote a little bit about themselves, which I'll read out right now. Last term, I formed a band with some people who I met thanks to Jam Network. Quote, we met on Google Sheets, which was their band name. Shout out Band Networking. We enjoyed playing some pretty standard pop rock songs for a while. However, we were unfortunately not able to qualify for Jamboree. That being said, I was playing bass, so after last term, me and Prajna, the band's guitarist, decided we wanted to play again next term. This term, and wanted to play some harder stuff. After I met our bassist, David, at the Jazz Room, thanks to Jam Network again, he's running this, I swear, who had an event bringing us there, we set out to find a rhythm guitarist and vocalist at a Jam Network meet. This is starting to sound like an advert. We met Kylie and John. Okay, I'm sorry for the confusing thing there. I'm sorry, Sevi, the grammar wasn't amazing, but I'll try to summarize. They met their band at Jam Network events, and they're all really individually talented, and they've come together now to form Purrs. We are Purrs, a prog rock metal band consisting of Prajna and Kylie on guitar, John as a singer, David on the bass, and yours truly on the drums. I just want to say something about David. Yeah, David, shout out David. He hosted our piano workshop earlier this term, and the amount of the advice he gave was phenomenal. He's a great pianist, and he articulated himself very well. So thank you, David. We're really excited to see you play there. And so Sebi, because Purrs doesn't have anything that they've recorded yet, Sebi sent us a couple of his songs. And apparently they're similar in style to what you'll be hearing with Purrs. So yeah, what we're going to hear is a song called Dancing with a Demon. And so Sebi tells us that this is a song that I almost entirely wrote the day I'm writing this. Wow. Saturday. I had come up with a main melody and a bass line a couple of years ago, but never did anything with it. Today, when I had a boost of inspiration, I went for it and wrote what is perhaps the piece I am most proud of. I intend to play this piece next winter with my fellow pianist and guitarist, David. All the parts are MIDI, which is partly why I think it sounds a bit robotic. I intend to record this properly one day and publish it so you can all hear it on Spotify. I named the song Dancing with a Demon because it sounds like a dance, but all effed up, filled with unreasonable time signatures, groove changes, and plenty of drums. Yay! Nonetheless, I think it sounds great, and I hope you do too. So that was David, and this is their song, Dancing with a Demon. Well, that was Sebi's Dancing with a Demon. And as you can tell, it's extremely complex. I mean, he wasn't lying when he told you about the odd time signatures coming in at seemingly random times, and it's incredibly impressive. And obviously, he even says in his description, like, it is MIDI. It's still impressive to be able to write that on MIDI, but imagine how impressive that's going to be playing that live.
Yeah, in person.
Can you imagine?
I'm really coordinated.
But everyone in that Purse band loves complexity. I mean, like David, they all like they like fantasize about 7/8. Oh my God, 7/8. they love the complexity, and that is a compliment. It's really great. So Sebi, keep working at it. Keep coming to theory and composition sessions, even though I'm not sure if they'll happen after this term. We're trying to figure it out. Anyway, so what does Sebi have planned for the Jamboree, or what is his feelings for the Jamboree? Well, I mean, definitely he's excited. Well, he says that I am so excited to play at Jamboree. I have been practicing one of these songs we play for almost an entire year. It is an absolute blast. I cannot wait to play with the lights, my absolutely incredible bandmates, and for you guys. Our other song, too, is going to be killer, with a special surprise solo that nobody but us knows about.
Wow.
I can't wait to rock our heads off. In terms of other plans, my fellow bassist, who is also a pianist/guitarist, and I will play some even crazier songs next year, jazz fusion and math rock for certain. We will also be showcasing some original songs, which we will be working on in the coming terms. I cannot wait to play them for you. Speaking of our project next year, we are in need of highly skilled math rock and jazz fusion loving jammer of a bassist. Please contact at dumbass genius. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. At dumb synonym for butt genius on Discord if that interests you. And should I post this in the chat? Here,
Yeah.
I'm gonna here. What I'm gonna do.
Put that in the Gem
Is
Network
the A
Discord.
word even a swear? Is even a curse word? Okay.
Mm,
Here, wait. I'm gonna do the little. Yeah, I'm gonna do the little. Here, I'll do this.
asterisk.
So I think you guys can figure it out. So this is his Discord. So if you are and I quote, fusion loving jammer of a bassist, please contact at dumbleepgenius. Um, So anyway, that was Sebi, and we loved it. And one thing about his production there, and also Just Papayas, is what I would say is like the tightness of it. And when I heard that song, I said, that's tight. And then I thought to myself, what does it mean for a band to be tight? Can we describe tightness exactly? What does it mean musically to be tight?
Okay, well, I'm still figuring it out because I just recently formed a band with some friends. And at the beginning, I could say we definitely were not tight. I mean, I guess you could tell by music wise if people are tight, if they're able to collaborate and get along and share ideas. Like, and also if everyone in the band is like, I'm not sure. It's just, it can be seen through the music, I guess. And I mean, if you're hanging out and doing other stuff besides music, and I don't know, like, I guess when you have a solid relationship between all members and you get along and stuff, I guess that's considered tight.
I think it's easier to know if something is not tight.
Yes,
than
yeah,
if it's tight. Like,
yeah.
if it's not tight, you can tell, but if it's like really good, you shouldn't even be thinking about that.
That's
You should
true,
just- You're just
yeah.
like, whoa, that's so
That's
good.
true.
So Sophia, what I hear from you is that tightness is more of a social phenomena.
Well, I mean, maybe like just in between the people in the band, I guess, like getting to know them behind, like, just besides like their music abilities, like when you know each other, I guess, on a deeper level, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, you go through stuff together.
So that is tight for sure.
Yeah.
And like Amelia, I completely agree. Like if something's off, like yeah, it's not tight. You can notice it.
Yeah.
I think the best way that I thought of tight, like I think tight can be social for me, but then there's another sense of tight, which is more about time. And when something's tight, it has very consistent and clear time. The rhythm is very punctual, I think. Like, and that's what I associate tightness with, like the ability of staying on that beat to like a perfect degree almost.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
when the reason I bring this up is because like, why is the word tight that? Like, what is it about? Like, if you can see me here, like, what is it about like tightness, like that gives me this feeling? It's kind of a linguistical thing, but
I didn't even think of it in the time manner. No, but
Really?
but it
Okay.
makes sense though. It's like when you're put together and you are playing and you have fun, you look at each other and it just sounds like great.
Have you ever
It's-
heard like this band sounds tight?
Yes, yes,
This band sounds tight.
yes.
And to me, it's like everyone's playing their part in perfect timing.
Yeah.
But why tight? I think, yeah, why tight? But yeah,
Mhm.
Because like a knot, if
Put
a knot is
together.
tight, like there's no room to move it if it's tight. Maybe that's why, because like it's so like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
And like it
It's like
reminds
you know what each person in the band is gonna play. Like you know what they're gonna do. Does that make sense?
it doesn't make sense, and I think it relates to the social. I think it relates to the social
Yes.
definition.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
So fascinating. Like it reminds me of the saying "playing in the pocket." Have you heard "playing in the pocket"?
I've never heard any of your expressions ever. Like it's all just your own. Like I swear you're making them up.
No, playing in the pocket is a real thing. Have you heard of playing in the pocket?
Okay, see, it's just you.
Really? Because I mean, I'm sure some people out there would have heard of playing in the pocket, and that's when like a specific instrument or a specific group member is like really, really like playing their part really well. And that's not a good way of describing it, but I just can't. I can't think of the exact term. Playing in the pocket, like. It doesn't seem like it has a exact definition, considering Reddit is the first thing that pops up. But I swear to you that like kind of like musicians in the know, not to sound elitist, but people say playing the pocket. Anyway, I was just curious about that. We are going to move on now to, unless you guys have anything else to say about playing and about tightness, playing in the pocket. No, well, just know that bands of Jamboree will be playing in more than one pocket. Like playing in all the pockets. I'm gonna be wearing 4 pockets at Jamboree. I'll be playing in all of them. Yeah, I'll be playing in all of them. So I wanted to play, selfishly kind of. I wanted to play an Ethan Gardner song, and Ethan Gardner's famous, at this point in Gem Network and in Bandwidth. And I wanted to play a song that I recently learned on piano. I've been learning his songs. And this song is called Meaningful Life. And you know what? I'm not even going to talk about it before I play. I just want you to listen to it, and then we can go through the lyrics a little bit.
Okay.
So this is Meaningful Life by Ethan Gardner. I have a tear in my eye. That was Meaningful Life by Ethan Gardner. And do you guys have anything to say about Ethan Gardner or any thoughts?
I just love his music, and I think he's so talented.
Every time I see him on campus, like just doing anything, I'm like, oh my god, it's Ethan Gardner. Like, he has no idea who I am, but every time I see him, like, this guy is so talented. He's just walking around.
I think he knows who you are.
Maybe.
People know
Maybe,
you. I
maybe.
think, well, Ethan, he is a celebrity in the club, certainly, but he's a very approachable celebrity. Like he's out all the time. He comes to jams. You know, people, some pretty good people come to jams. Like we have some like celebrity type figures come to our jams. So you should come by sometime because jams are sometimes not that well attended, but we hopefully more. We got a resident jammer right here. But I wanted to just kind of go through Ethan's lyrics a little bit because I think they're worth looking at. And so just because and like hopefully Ethan, if you're listening, I hope this doesn't make you feel uncomfortable. But I think I think Ethan's very open, and I just like to maybe I won't even give my perspective. I just want to say them out loud. So here's the chorus, or the kind of pre-chorus going, or kind of the going into the chorus. Caught between the tracks of insecurity, there stands an honest man who reluctantly moves. One timid at a time, he walks along the line in shoes that look like mine, in shoes that look like mine. Endless comfort, it does no good. Nothing grows quite like they say it should. A meaningful life has its toil. To plant the seed, you must break the soil.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's very poetic, and of course, being a tree planter myself, the metaphor of to plant the seed, you must break the soil, is almost literally true for me because I'm thinking, yes, I have benefited from the toil. I have gained meaning in my life through planting the seed, even though the seed has, it consequently makes me have to break the soil. It takes hard work to break the soil, but because I've put in that work, I've now seen the seed grow. And I think this song really resonates with me. Like with me and I think me and Ethan see eye to eye philosophically on this point about how a meaningful life has its toil. Like that is something that I very much jive with. Do you guys have any thoughts about
To make
the
lyrics like that, you need to have like a lot of stories and a lot of like time to think and a lot of emotion. And there are not many like university students or like young people making music like this, I don't think. Like you need to be in some kind of like, I don't know, you just need to be not happy, but you need to be like reflective in order to make music like this. I don't think that's something that a lot of people have. And so I think that his lyrics are very meaningful, and every time I listen to them I'm like, how do you even think of that? Like
Yeah, like I wish I could come up with something like that and write it down and get it out. But
yeah.
yeah, very talented.
And it's also like it's poetic, like there's rhyming.
Yes, yeah.
And that's obviously pretty good. But like the first part of that, like caught between the tracks of insecurity, there stands an honest man who reluctantly moves. Like reluctant because he like, and this is just how I interpret it, like because he's not sure what a meaningful life means, and then he sort of discovers that endless comfort does no good. Nothing grows quite like they said it should. And then so he discovers that meaningful life has its toil, and that along with the guitar melody is like I just love the song, and being able to learn the piano parts, oh, it's a dream come true. And so yeah, this is Meaningful Life by Ethan Gardner. I encourage you to listen to the whole song. There's more lyrics that are also very empowering. So yeah,
I need a songwriting masterclass by Ethan. Like I actually I'd pay for it.
I'm sure he'd probably do that. There was an idea of doing a songwriting getaway for Jam Network, like a 2-day
cool.
camping trip.
Oh.
That should be something that happens in the summer.
Collab with Outdoors Club.
Wouldn't that be fabulous?
That would be so
And
sick.
Ethan Gardner would be here. You're pretty close, aren't you? Like you're not that far away.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, so you could probably
for
go
sure.
there, especially
Summer?
in the summer.
Oh yeah, easily.
So I hope that the executives in the summer do that. Unfortunately, me and Amelia will not be around, but and that's not an April Fool's joke. But yeah, so that was Ethan Gardner, and we have time for one more song now before we leave. Before we have our next fabulous CKMS show come on after. Before we do play that, Jamboree. Are you guys excited for anything in particular with Jamboree? Like we've heard what other people are excited for, but
yes, like acts who will be there.
Acts.
Oh, okay.
Any in particular?
I can like list them off. Okay, Just Papaya.
Of course.
Mosshead. I'm pretty sure is there. Yes, yeah. I really like them. Like I really like to see them play at the album concert. So I'm looking forward to that again. I think they're also fairly new as well. Yeah, they play so well together. They're tight.
They're tight.
They're tight.
They've gotten tighter for sure.
Yes, yeah. Also, Ethan Gardner is in the Jamboree as well.
Ethan Gardner is in the Jamboree, but not as a solo act.
Okay.
Ethan Gardner is in multiple, I think 3 Jamboree acts. Yeah.
Oh, Funny Valentines?
No, I think he's in Grunk
or
Drivers.
No, also Funny Valentines.
Grunk Drivers, Grand Jam Band, and another one, I think, but maybe he's just in 2.
Okay.
But yeah, and then we got Amelia, and then we got Amelia in a couple acts. Do you want to talk about your acts?
I'll be in the Grand Jam Band. Excited for that. What are you doing? I'll be playing the saxophone for that.
Yes.
We got a big group. I think there are 10 or 11 of us.
Oh my gosh, nice.
It's gonna be awesome. And then I'm the drummer for Alex and Co, which is gonna be a blast.
Nice.
Too.
Which saxophone do you play?
Alex and Co. We got 3 songs, and one of them has a little surprise, little mashup going on. So you'll have to come and see what the mashup's gonna be.
Oh.
And so you type of sax.
Oh, the alto sax.
Oh, nice. The best one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have all that. I'm excited for many more. Like we got Funny Valentine's coming back.
Yep.
We have the Disappearing Acts. We have Benny Boltzmann, the Disappearing Acts,
Mhm.
leading the set, and then we have Zenith Cross closing, and that's a send off because they're graduating this term. And
Oh,
so
nice.
that'll be a very nice send off having Zenith there. So there's a lot of great bands, and so I personally will be playing in the Grand Jam Band, but also I will be playing guitar on Corduroy Blues set
Ooh,
as well.
nice.
So I've sort of been invited to Corduroy Blue, and Corduroy Blue is a very fun band to be in. So I've enjoyed that very much. And so a guy who actually won the award of Jamboree Harlot. Yes, we have an award called Jamboree Harlot. The guy who won Jamboree Harlot last term was a guy named Bastian, who we've all heard of. And so he is playing in about 3 or 4 acts this term's Jamboree. And he sent me a song that he recently wrote, I believe, called Highway Poem. And not particularly sure what this is about because he didn't really send me anything. It's more so a surprise, I believe. And so Bastian will be playing in Just Papaya. He'll be playing in one act that I'm really excited for Jamboree, Sequoia Supernova. Have you heard of Sequoia Supernova?
No.
No, they've kept themselves very mysterious this term, but
Fits with the vibe.
oh, the supernova,
Yes,
it does.
yes.
and I think the sound fits with the vibe too. But anyway, here is Bastian's Highway Poem. Oh, and thank you for having us, and we're going to be sending off now. So this has been Charlie,
Sophia,
Amelia.
and this has been Bandwidth. So we will see you guys next time. This is Bastian Perez, Highway Poem.